The Watcher Season 1 ended pretty mysteriously after 7 episodes of speculation and doubt, and I really hope that Season 2 of the Netflix show doesn't undo all the hard work put in by its inaugural run. Although it's not exactly one of the best shows on Netflix, The Watcher Season 1 seemingly performed well enough with viewers to warrant its renewal. Although The Watcher Season 2 is confirmed, there has been very little movement since Season 1 ended in October 2022. As such, it's currently unknown how another run of episodes will look. However, The Watcher Season 1's ambiguous ending failed to resolve the show's biggest mystery, but that was no accident. Based loosely on real events, The Ryan Murphy Show has taken a few creative liberties while constructing its story to make it more engaging. That being said, one element of the show's big Season 1 finale was especially faithful to what really happened. Hopefully, The Watcher Season 2 can continue this specific aspect of the show. Otherwise, I think the second run of episodes would suffer. The Watcher's true identity needs to remain unknown in Season 2. Netflix must keep the mysterious stranger's alter ego under wraps. A hooded figure standing on the stairs in The Watcher. Although there are several theories regarding who The Watcher's title character really is, Season 1 concludes without revealing their identity. While this may seem frustrating, The Watcher Season 1's ending is realistic, as the real family on which the show is based also failed to discover who was threatening them. The case remains unsolved to this day. While it could be argued that the show could have continued to stray from the truth and make up its own version of the story's ending that included a big reveal, I'm thrilled it didn't, and I hope Season 2 doesn't either. The Watcher's goal is to let the audience experience what the real family felt during this time in their lives, and the uncertainty surrounding who was sending the letters is a huge part of that. Speculating about who it was is also pretty much the Watcher's biggest appeal. If an answer is provided, then the mystery is gone, and with it, the point of the show at large. While it would likely be rewarding to find out who was watching the Brannocks in Season 2, it makes more sense to keep the enigma intact forever. What the Watcher Season 2 story should be. Netflix could make a follow-up or turn the show into an anthology series. With the source material from the original case exhausted in The Watcher Season 1, the road ahead for the Netflix show is filled with possibilities. It's no longer bound by real-world events and is free to create a completely original story. That said, The Watcher's title does limit the show to certain types of narratives. Season 2 could recall the Season 1 cast so the Brannocks story can continue in their new home. If so, the same family being creepily observed by the same, or a different, figure could be interesting, but it could feel like retreading old ground. Instead, what I think is a better idea for The Watcher Season 2 is for the show to move on completely from the Brannocks and build its story around a new group of characters. This way, The Watcher can become a crime anthology series, with each run of episodes telling a self-contained narrative. I'm sure there are countless other cases similar to the one that was used as the basis for Season 1, and if not, then Season 2 can just pen its own story from scratch. This approach could mean The Watcher Season 2 lacking the darkness of being based on real-life events, but the show having that origin in general would still lend an original story a certain sense of authenticity. Until more information is released about what the plan is for The Watcher Season 2, it's tricky to tell which route the show will take. However, it's a big advantage to have so many options on the table. Why The Watcher Season 2 is taking so long? The delay is approaching 3 years long. It's been 2.5 years since The Watcher Season 1 ended, and we're still no closer to finding out when the show will return and what form it will take. Netflix's decision to order a second season came as a surprise for 2 main reasons. The first is that the show was originally billed as a miniseries, and would not continue past the events of the original case that was used as the source material. The second reason, which ties into the first, is that The Watcher Season 1 didn't score particularly well with critics or with fans. So, Netflix could be taking its time to make sure The Watcher Season 2 is a massive improvement on Season 1, which presumably boasted impressive streaming figures despite its poor reviews. The platform also doesn't seem to be making much effort to reach out to its stars regarding the show's return, with Naomi Watts stating in 2024, via Entertainment Weekly, that she hasn't had any updates. She went on to say, "I don't know what the plan is there, so I can't give you a straight answer." Inversely, executive producer Eric Newman has given a more excitable, if not cryptic, comment on The Watcher Season 2. Speaking with Radio Times, Newman said, "I can say nothing other than we're very excited about the prospect of another season of The Watcher. That's all I can say. I'd love to say more, but I cannot." Because he was doing press for Griselda at the time, Newman also explained that he was unwilling to discuss the matter much further without the partners present with him who made The Watcher Season 1.